Estarossa will have the biggest role in season 4 of Seven Deadly Sins. Yes, you guys heard me right. Estarossa will have the biggest role in Seven Deadly Sins season 4. So today I had to do a video discussing all of his forms because if you're an anime only, get hyped for Estarossa and Estarossa alone. Because listen, I'll try to tell you guys without spoiling you. He is going to be your #1 favorite character when season 4 is all said and done. And if I'm lying, you can come back and tell me to delete my channel, because if you don't like Estarossa, if he's not in your top 5 before season 4 is all said and done, I just don't think you're a true Seven Deadly Sins fan. So we had to do a video discussing all of his forms, and we see that he actually did start off as a child, obviously, but we do see that Estarossa's fake memories, and that's all I'm going to say, fake memories as a demon. Basically, this is when he used to go into war, and the thing that separated Estarossa from his brothers Meliodas and Zeldris is that he was very weak, and that's why he looked up to Meliodas a lot, because Meliodas, being the leader of the 10 Commandments, he had a strong older brother to look up to, and we know that he also did love Elizabeth as a child too, and that plays a huge part into his character. And speaking of a huge part, we see when he was first introduced, he had one of the most epic and badass designs ever, because we see the iconic pose of him just chilling in the tree, and I gotta say, that is definitely probably one of my favorite pictures just in all of fiction. And we do know that he looks like Meliodas in his wanted poster, so that did beg us to start asking, what was the connection between Estarossa and Meliodas? The fact that they used the picture of him for Meliodas' wanted poster was very spooky. And speaking of spooky, his first transformation, oh my goodness. Now, when Estarossa first gathers the commandments, we see that he isn't complete, but he begins to lose sanity. We see that his legs get covered in darkness, and he always has this sickle smile on his face. So that's how you can tell that Estarossa in this form, he definitely was strong, and he was just attacking anybody. But then we get revealed to his second form, and man, oh man, all I'm gonna say is that he stole the drip. He stole Meliodas' assault mode. He stole all of it. He stole all of his drip, and we see that he gets the assault mode Estarossa form, and we see that he's able to use the form basically the same way how Meliodas is able to do it. And it's actually good writing on why they actually made him do it, because Estarossa, looking up to Meliodas for so long, he copied him down to the T, including his pose, which I thought was pretty iconic too. So assault mode Estarossa, get hype, because Meliodas, he's not the only one who can use assault mode. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if you're an anime only, this part of the video is going to be for us manga readers, because if you're a manga reader, you know who I'm going to discuss next. But if you're an anime only, you have been warned, because huge spoilers are about to be discussed. Yes, because I have to discuss Kid Mael. I mean, it wouldn't be an Estarossa video if I didn't discuss Mael, because we know that Estarossa's true identity is an angel. Yes, he is not a demon. He is an angel from the goddess clan known as Mael. He is one of the members of the 4 archangels. In fact, the strongest member of the 4 archangels. And we see that Kid Mael, he looks nothing like Meliodas at all. He has long hair, he has wings, but we do see that he still does like Elizabeth at the time. So it actually is kind of funny that it doesn't matter whether he was a demon or a god, he still wanted Elizabeth. He still wanted some of that Elizabeth at the end of the day. But no, in all seriousness, we see that Mael actually has a form called the Angel of Death, and this is when he was known as the strongest member of the goddess clan. He was known for killing demons like it was nothing, and he used the sunshine grace. Whew. Let's take a moment of silence for that. Mael is the originator of the sunshine grace. Yes, Escanor's power. We know that he was the one that was going around laying down the sunshine before Escanor, and it doesn't stop there, because when Mael is first introduced, we see that he actually does go back and grow his wings, and we see that his wings turn to a different color. He actually has a different set of white and black wings, and at this point when Mael is first introduced, we see that he's still evil, because obviously he's using the power of light and darkness. This is when he just regained his memories back, and Mael, when he was first revealed, was definitely one of the strongest characters. We've seen that he played a huge role in being an antagonist at this point, but we do see that he has another transformation, because after he takes Dariori's commandments, man, oh man, that's when he just goes crazy, because then he gets a little cloak on his face. And at this point, I think this was one of Mael's strongest forms, because he was using the Demon King abilities. I don't even know how to pronounce any of their names. That's how overpowered they are. But we saw he was using abilities like the Bell of Truth, and we see that he truly has no control over both of his sides, because at this point, these are the thoughts of both Estarossa and Mael, two completely different people coming together, a demon and a goddess, literally, because we saw what Galther did to him, and his thoughts go rampant, and we see that in this form, he is completely unstoppable. But then we do get revealed to Mael's original form, because after he does regain his true self and his true personality, he ends up coming out as who he really is. And we actually see that he's not as hard and as, I guess you could say, intimidating as a lot of people thought he was. In fact, it's actually funny, because they do make him a lightweight. Like, he can't handle his alcohol. That's the only thing. We see he gets drunk quickly, but he's actually a very nice person for someone being known as the Angel of Death. And speaking of the Angel of Death, we have to discuss Mael without his sunshine, because once he does get back to his original form, he ends up giving Escanor the sunshine power back. Yes, he does end up lending the sunshine back to Escanor. So currently Mael, he does not have his sunshine, but the thing that makes Mael so GOAT is that he can still be powerful without his sunshine, because he's mastered how to use the light abilities and everything. So I'm interested to see what will hold for his character in the future. And as far as another form that we haven't seen before, I definitely do believe that will be revealed to Mael in the sunshine mode, because yo, we have never seen Mael while he's in sunshine, but we've seen Escanor while he's in the sunshine mode. So I definitely do believe that we will be able to see Mael at 12 p.m. Once Escanor does die, he will give the grace back to Mael, and then we'll finally be able to see him go into sunshine mode. But overall, which form of Estarossa / Mael, whichever you want to call him, is your favorite? To be honest, I definitely have to say that if I had to be honest, it would probably have to be the assault mode, or it would probably have to be Mael, just because he is one of my favorite characters in all of Shonen. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.